This is Rishon, the first reading of our weekly Parsha of Chukas, or Chukat, depending on pronunciation. Chukat is the 39th Torah portion of in the Torah, and it has 87 verses in the portion. It starts in the book of Numbers, chapter 19, verse 1, and it goes until verse 20, chapter 22, verse 1. And this is the first reading. Here goes. Excuse me. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "This is the statute of the Torah which the Lord commanded, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and have them take for you a perfectly red, unblemished cow, upon which no yoke was laid. And you shall give it to Eleazar the Kohen, and he shall take it outside the camp, and slaughter it in his presence. Eleazar the Kohen shall take from its blood with his finger, and sprinkle it toward the front of the tent of meeting 7 times. The cow shall then be burned in his presence. Its hide, its flesh, its blood, with its dung, you shall burn it. The Kohen shall take a piece of cedar wood, hyssop, and crimson wool, and cast them into the burning of the cow. The Kohen shall wash his garments, and bathe his flesh in water, and then he may enter the camp, and the Kohen shall be unclean until evening. The one who burns it shall wash his clothes in water, and cleanse his body in water, and he shall be unclean until the evening. A ritually clean person shall gather the cow's ashes, and place them outside the camp in a clean place, and it shall be as a keepsake for the congregation of the children of Israel for sprinkling water, used for cleansing. The one who gathers the cow's ashes shall wash his clothes, and he shall be unclean until evening. It shall be an everlasting statute for the children of Israel and for the proselyte who resides in their midst. Anyone touching the corpse of a human soul shall become unclean for 7 days. On the 3rd and 7th days he shall cleanse himself with it, so that he can become clean. But if he does not sprinkle himself with it on the 3rd and 7th days, he shall not become pure. So it's pure, really. It says on the 3rd and 7th days he shall cleanse himself with it, so that he can become, they translate it clean, but the word is yitar, which is the root word is tahor, so it really means pure. They translate it as clean. So, but if he does not sprinkle himself with it on the 3rd and 7th days, he should not become pure. Whoever touches the corpse of a human soul which dies, and he does not cleanse himself, he has defiled the Mishkan of the Lord, and that soul shall be cut off from Israel. For the sprinkling water was not sprinkled on him, so he remains unclean or impure, and his uncleanness or impurity remains upon him. This is the law: if a man dies in a tent, anyone entering the tent and anything in the tent shall be unclean for 7 days. Any open vessel which has no seal fastened around it becomes unclean. Any one who touches one slain by the sword, or a corpse, or a human bone, or a grave, in an open field, he shall be unclean, or impure for 7 days. They shall take for that unclean person, for that impure person, from the ashes of the burnt purification offering, and shall be placed in a vessel filled with spring water.